Hello everyone, 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Sorry if my voice cuts out, I haven't used it in like several hours, so it's a little rough. I don't, for the life of me, remember what was going on from the last time I recorded. I think it's been a week. Maybe longer since I recorded, so here's hoping. I hope I saved it properly. Okay, so not enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1. I don't remember what I pressed on before. Why is that? It's only enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Well, Phoenix. Testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to get to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great, that's all. Don't I have anything about a car that they have there? Guide map to local studios. Is Mr. Monkeyhead the actual answer? Well, Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Crap. Nope. No it doesn't. No it doesn't. Well, maybe I just make them press on every single thing. Yeah, we took a break. What time exactly did you take this break? Okay. I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it is possible time-wise. He said nothing. But it was only 15 minutes. That's 13 and base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the table? Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. I assume. Not enough time for someone to commit a murder in Studio 1. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Oh, thank God somebody stopped me. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. I disagree. What? Do I have proof that that's BS? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Well, given that I was told, think about it before I give my answer, this is, I need to save it. No? Okay, because think about it, right? Let's think this through before I accuse. Because they always say to do that anyway. So, at 2:15, the monkey's head got knocked down. That was the time that was recorded on the thing. They took a break at 2:30 until 2:45, which is enough time for someone to have been able to kill Hammer and come back. In theory. Unless the monkey had prevented them, but if they were walking, couldn't they easily have gotten around all of that? Wouldn't there be footprints? No? I don't really know. No. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects. I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It was Mr. Monkeyhead. Thank you, good sir. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked the studio's mascot's head off. Ergo, are we sure it was wind that would cause that to happen? Are we sure that nobody hit it? When people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Mr. Monkey! It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over. I don't have anything else to say. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. But notice how it doesn't fit him properly. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we do indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Let me guess, it's the kid? I'm going to take a guess and say it's the kid, and we have to make a child cry on the stand. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment that the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Are we sure? Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. The court is adjourned for recess. I guess. I disagree. Like, I think that the kid didn't quite see that. I think that he probably saw the practice or something along those lines. October 19th, 11:04 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, what do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I never given up on a trial before. Not when there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me?
Look, buddy, I wish I knew.
It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it.
Yeah. About that, buddy. I'm sorry. They really do think that you did it.
They think I'm a murderer.
I know. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all. Oh.
I
feel like my makeup's coming on my nose.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Could you not flirt with me at all in your younger sister's body? October 19th, 11:15 a.m., District Courtroom number 4. Okay, so now we have to make a child cry on the stand. Got it.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. Prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand.
We need a booster seat for this kid.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guards, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Donut crates? Really? Okay.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Ooh. Not a great witness for you, buddy.
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling that this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody.
Oh god, he's having trouble with this gentle thing. I really do ship those two.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
No, he doesn't, Cody. You're fine. It's not... You're not really in trouble, you snuck in.
Please, tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
I prefer bearded gentlemen. Is that what I read? They were so indignant.
A very, very, very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Hey, that should have been cleared before he came in. For sure. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera.
Oh god.
Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me whenever I go.
Phoenix? I wonder if he had that camera with him on the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the court record.
Hey, new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. So, how many of these photos are just going to be part of Cody's hand?
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court what you saw on the day of the incident.
All right, now we're at the part where we make a child cry. Let's go.
I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
God, the days when you actually literally did just call it like, yeah, I found it on the internet instead of saying what site.
I went through the woods off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me.
Valid.
I was going to the studio. I kinda got lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera on me, it would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Why couldn't you get into the studio?
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
Huh.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see here, honestly. That's so valid. I want to push more on the why you couldn't get in. Wanted to steal a Steel Samurai, went on the internet, found it, went to the path in the old woods. Old lady not find me 30 minutes. Came by the studio, Steel Samurai. Totally rocked. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. If I had my camera with me, it would have been the shot. I tell ya. I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. Wait. Oh, I see. And that's why he said that he couldn't get in. 30 minutes. Totally rocked right before my eyes. Okay. If I had my camera on me, it would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. So why didn't you have your camera with you? If you had your camera, I thought you'd take that everywhere. You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix?
I know, he's a kid. I wanted to see the rehearsal just once. On a map on the internet, went to the studios. Went through the woods off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. Which studio? Do you know? Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance? Hey.
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the... Oh, so you went straight to the studio. Okay, so at the time that Cody was there, it was before Mr. Monkey got his head broke. I bet you he just saw Mr. Powers fall. Came out, there was the Steel Samurai. Totally rocked right before my eyes came out the bad guy. Let's press here. What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy? A person? Kind of tall, skinny?
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Hold on, what do we have? So learning how to use it. Sleeping pills. Yeah, duct tape. If I had my camera on me, that would have been... Alright, I'm gonna save it, I think. Oh, no, I already... I wanted to present. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright, hold on. Went through the woods so the old lady wouldn't catch me. Going for the studio, kinda got lost though. For about 30 minutes. Let's press on that a little. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
Oh, okay. Through, Steel Samurai, totally rocked right before my eyes came out the bad guy. If I had my camera on me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Didn't he tell us earlier that he had gotten the final shot? Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence. It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. What? I did. He said when he handed me that he's taken a photo of every single one. I don't get it. Yeah, I know. Yep. I wanted to see the rehearsal once. Okay, let's go here.
You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I taped every show. And I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. Went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods, and that's where I was. See?
Oh, I see.
Anyhow.
Okay. I kind of lost on the way when I came up with the studio. There was the Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. He looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then? Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. Okay, how did he take him down? What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yeah, I suppose he was. What are my options? Right on one leg. Guide map. Versus Steel Samurai took him down. No. What do I press on? Out came the bad guy. Came out of the studio. There was the Steel Samurai. Got lost on the way. Going for the studio. Went through the woods off the path. Found a map on the internet. Let's go with that. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio?
Actually, I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Okay. Went through the woods so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way. So you got lost on the way despite the fact that you'd been there before? Do I... took him down. If I have my maybe I present the camera as like proof that he had it with him. The music stopped. Okay. Cody, what you said seems, well, a little strange, to be honest. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? Thank you. This is what I was trying to bring up when I presented the stack of photos he gave us. You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. They're putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Didn't you just say that no recording devices were allowed in because he brought his camera? Like, don't you know that at least what he's holding is a camera? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's a new sort of camera. God, 2001. How do I explain that? I see. Well, anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody, we're just gonna pass over that.
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Not at all. Not at all, Cody. I like him drawn on the box. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were busy watching. But you'll have to do that next time, because that's all the time that we've got for this episode. So take care, everybody.